Hello, Scorpio. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot, Supportive Oracle Cards, Energy Oracle Cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. I don't know what's up with the sounds, but it seems to be something I normally do. Right in the beginning. Okay, is this good, bad, or indifferent? Let's find out. Heater in my chair. Oh. I mean, if we're going to be fair, there's really not bad cards on your side. So, although Scorpio just kind of rolls with it, don't you? I mean, don't you kind of like something comes your way and you're like, well, I guess I'll handle it. Just seems to be the way you go. Starting right off, there's a community feel. And the cards coming in with it are moving on from something and feeling comfortable doing that. There's definitely a change here. This is where it's all starting off. Like they're saying, you moved on from something and you're feeling very happy. Like I feel like you might have moved on from something that just, it wasn't working in some respect. Whatever respect that was, something wasn't matching for you. You moved on from it. There's a community connection. You might be literally leaving like a group of people. It feels like a group of people when I see community. For some of you, I'm getting this has to be, it's a community thing you're a part of and somebody else is leaving. But I feel like it's you for most of you. I really feel like it's you that's leaving some situation. There's definitely a change here, a big change that's creating, whether it's you leaving or if it's somebody else. If it's somebody else leaving, the reason this is significant is because when they leave, the dynamics of the whole situation change. Like, and I'm going to show you in the environment, I got the death card. Like there's a big change here. Like I was just explaining in the last reading for, was it Cancer or was it Pisces? One of the two. It's kind of like, I don't know, when a pet passes away, you don't undo that. You can't replace them. Even if you get another one that looks exactly the same, they're not going to be exactly the same. It's just not going to happen. When this change happens, there's no undoing it. It also comes in really quick, by the way. Whether you're leaving or somebody else is leaving, it happens fast. It happens fast. That's all we need to say. It happens fast. They're also giving the world on your side, whatever happens here, big changes. For most of you, I'm really feeling like you're leaving. But even if it's somebody else leaving this group, the dynamics change in a very dramatic way. The World card is like a whole way of living has changed. It's kind of like going from living as a farmer to living in a city. It's like that big of change. Like it's a whole different way of life. All right, the next thing comes in. See, this is not, you got the Nine of Pentacles though. You're handling it well. You're like, whatever, okay, cool, I'm good. You're good, you're fine. You're not even, I don't see your energy coming in like, do I like it or do I not? It's like, I'm fine either way. Like, whatever's happening here, you're like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm good. I got it. Is this something else coming in or not? The Empress with the woman holding a coin is a little bit detached from you, but this is the next phase. Something else is coming in. It is coming in. Okay. But I'm also getting like, it seems to be a little bit distant from you. It's not like right there. Something that's going to stay. Okay, I got that. Something. It could be a person. I wouldn't get caught up in the gender. Like there's a very strong female energy here, obviously, but it's a general read, so like take it for what you want. It's definitely somebody who's emotionally connected and upholds their responsibilities very strongly. A very strong emotional tie to whatever they get connected to. It seems to be just like right outside of your realm though. Just right, it's like right on the edge of coming into your sphere of influence, just like right on the edge. This is when you're going into something else. And I'm getting like, this energy seems to be holding back a little bit, but I'm getting like, you're kind of like, yeah, that's cool. Me too. Like, you're kind of like, yeah, me too. You've got the Four of Pentacles with the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords is a good card. Some people see it in a weird light, but it really much depends on what's coming in around it, just to be fair. You're observing, you're listening. The Page of Swords can be viewed as the spy card. I don't see it in a negative way, though. I feel it very positive, kind of like, what am I dealing with? Who am I dealing with? Let me just sit back and absorb how they handle things. Let me just see what's going on here. And this might be like this situation. Either you're going into something new and you're evaluating what really happens here. How does this really work? Or if it's the changing, like somebody else left and the dynamics are dramatically changing. If it's that case, you're holding back and like, all right, let's see where the chips land. Let's see where the chips land. I do get a little bit of like amped up energy here. Oh, you got the Queen of Wands. Okay. Queen of Rods in this, Queen of Wands, Queen of Fire, either way. You're holding back, but things are going on around you. That's the Queen of Wands behind it. Like, it's behind these two cards. It's like, this is how it comes in. There's a lot going on, but there's a lot you're watching. That's the rest of rejuvenation. Again, they're like really stressing this. Like, if you're not, or even, I feel like you are, actually. They're saying, absorb, pay attention, listen. The longer you hold back, the more you get to really figure out how this is going to work out. Because I'm getting the Queen of Hearts. This is not the Queen of Hearts. What is this? Woman holding a heart. Queen of Cups is what usually that energy would be. You are actually going to like what you see. But you got to let people show their true colors. If you let people show their true colors, I feel like it's going to build the confidence in the situation. The longer you can hold to the side, the happier you're going to be. You're going to know when it's time or you need to move forward. So don't worry about like holding to the side too long and letting something pass you by. I don't see that being a problem, because when it's time to move forward, you're just naturally going to do that. But the longer you hold back and the more you see people just naturally bringing their energy forward, it garners a lot of confidence in other people and how they treat people, and it makes you feel like, yeah, I fit here. That's the type of energy I like. That's the type of energy I respect. That's good. I like that. So this is happening. We're going into the next. I almost feel like there's 4 phases. The first 2 are the strongest. The next one coming in is kind of like, all right, I like how things are going, but I've been through this before. It's kind of like you're a little bit, I don't want to say gun shy, but like there's an opportunity for you to take the lead here and you don't want to. There is an opportunity here for you to take the lead, you don't want to. But I'm getting the 6 of Cups with this is another reason why you're not doing it. It's kind of like, you know what? Once I start taking the lead, I just never seem to be able to put that down. Like, once I start doing things and start leading the way, it just never ends. So it's either I'm in or I'm out. I don't do halfway. It just doesn't work. So maybe for now, I just won't pick up that gauntlet. I just won't do it. I don't want to lead right now. So you're holding back with that. You don't want to. I don't think that's bad. I think that's good. I think that's good for you. The cornucopia, is it the cornucopia? Yeah, cornucopia, adjacent abilities, and the judgment in your favor. It's the judgment in everybody's favor. I feel like you don't want to lead at this point. You just don't want to. Because it takes up a portion of your life. Once you start leading something, it takes up a lot of your life. It takes up a lot of your time. And I feel like that's what it is. It's kind of like, I don't want this to take up that much of my life. I don't want this to take up that much of my time. I'm here to be with it. I'm here to support it. I'm okay supporting it. Yeah, that's cool. I just don't want to lead it. I don't want that much of my time taken up in this. Everything is fine. Everything works out fine with judgment in everybody's favor, including yours. There's a lot here. There's a lot of people making decisions. I feel like this is pretty enjoyable for you, actually. This is not bad. The Magician is showing up in the environment. Somebody is going to have to pick up that gauntlet and take the lead. I don't think that's going to be a problem with somebody doing that. They're just saying you don't have to do that if you don't want to. And I'm feeling like you don't. You're kind of like, no, I don't want that taking up all my time. I just really don't. The situation will take control of itself. Somebody else will do this. I feel somebody else taking the lead, and you like it. It's not how you would do it exactly. There's similarities, but I feel like you're going to have these little urges like, well, I see what they're doing there, and that's good, but this is how I would have done that. I think that would have been better. And at the same time, you're like, but I don't want to lead. So I'm not going to come forward and tell people how to do things. Besides, I don't like it when people do that to me. So I'm going to back off with that. The situation is good. It's got a lot of strength with it, but the Eight of Cups is still like, I don't think so. It's fine. It could go better, but there's nothing wrong with the way it's going. If that's how they like it, if that's how they enjoy it, that's cool enough. Good enough. You've got the Fool card here with the Four of Swords, and there's another positive card coming out here. You're just kind of going along with it. You're supportive, but you're doing your part. You really don't want to lead. I'm getting over and over again, which is interesting because Scorpio naturally is a leader energy. That's just like the base Scorpio by itself naturally is a leader energy. And I'm getting like, the reason you're not wanting to lead in this situation is because you have other things that you want to do. And if you lead in this situation, it's going to suck time out of your life. It's going to take time away from other things you'd rather do. And that's the base reason. Like, you're leading other places. You don't need to lead here. The Fool card with the Four of Wands is saying you're going to be happy, you're going to be comfortable as long as you can do that. As long as you can stay off to the side and not lead, you're fine. The situation will be fine. I'm getting you're going to be a lot happier in other situations in your life. It's going to open up your area, your energy. It's going to open up your energy. I do see that too. So why are we saying that? Because if you don't have to lead, I almost bit my lip. Am I saying this wrong? If you don't have to lead, see, you're still going to look out for each other. You're still going to look out for people, and you're still going to help them through. But if people become difficult, that's somebody else's issue. If people become difficult, you're like, well, I'm doing my part, and I'll let somebody else handle that. I'm not the one leading the way, so that's like, I'll help. I'll try to explain, but if they don't want to hear me, okay, cool. I go over here, I do what I need to do. It's not my bag to lead the way. It's not my responsibility to keep all this together. I'll try to help, but I'm not going to own it. I'll do my part, but I'm not doing everybody's part. And that's the thing about doing the leader role too. Like, a lot of responsibility comes on you to make sure it succeeds, and you bend over backwards to make sure things succeed. And you're like, that's not my role here. I don't have to do that. So we're cool. You'll be very comfortable with this. You have other things you'd rather do. And this is freeing you up to do those other things. I think this is awesome. I think this is great. Anything else? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.